Can you tell what we're talking about today by looking at this? We're talking about air. And how can we see air? Well, it's invisible. We can't smell it, taste it, touch it. But when you're outside and it's windy, or if the fan is blowing on us, you can see that the air is moving. So we need air. We need it to breathe. We couldn't live if we didn't have air. So we need it to breathe. And guess what? We also need air to be able to hear. Those sound waves bounce off of molecules, air molecules, and that's how we are able to hear. If you were out in outer space and you were trying to sing or talk to someone, no one would be able to hear you because there's no air molecules to bounce off of. So we need air. Now, I don't have a big fan to blow on you like I had here for me, but in your packet is a fan that looks like this. So I want you to take it out and just blow it against your face, blow it against your hand. You can feel the air moving. So take out your bag that looks like this. It has a straw and some other things in it, and inside is a balloon. I'm going to put my balloon on an air pump, but you can also blow your balloon up just using your mouth and blow air into it, okay? So we're going to blow this balloon up, and then we're just going to set it to the side so that we can use it in a minute, okay? So get your other things out. I want you to put the straw off to the side, and I want you to find the penny and the feather. So you're going to take the penny, here it is, you're going to hold it up as high as you can, and then you're going to drop it. Some things are heavier in the air, and some things are lighter in the air. So I want you to experiment and see which falls faster through the air. Is it going to be the penny, or is it going to be the feather? I'm not going to show you how to do it. I want you to do it, and then I'm going to ask you when we have our video chat. So you're going to tell me about how these things fall through the air. Then I want you to do it with everything else in the packet. So you've got a paper clip, you've got a button, and you've got a piece of crepe paper. Try all of those things, and then I'm going to even have you let go of your balloon that you blew up and see what happens to it in the air. A balloon has air inside it, but because it's covered in rubber, it actually makes it heavier. So it's a little bit heavier than the air around it. So why do helium balloons go up? Okay, so I brought a helium balloon, and it goes up, 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 without me doing anything to it. That's because a helium balloon has helium inside it. So instead of air, it has a gas called helium. That makes it lighter than air. So it's going to go up into the sky. But if it's just regular air, it stays right where it is unless it gets blown by something like the wind or a fan. Okay. So once you've experimented with all of those things and seen how they fall through the air, make sure you keep track of them because we need it for the next thing that we're going to do. So I put out a cookie sheet, but you really can just use a flat table if you want to, or a cookie sheet. You're going to start first with the fan, and you're going to blow it on each one of these items and see if you can get it to move by using the fan. Then you're going to do the same thing, but this time you're going to do it blowing on it with your mouth and see if you can make the items move to the end of the cookie sheet or the table, okay? Including the balloon. You want to see if you can make that balloon move by blowing on it or using the fan on it. And then finally, this is when you're going to get your straw out, okay? You're going to blow into the straw and see if you can move things by blowing. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. You're going to practice doing that. So I'm going to blow on this penny. This time I'm going to use the straw. Okay, so you're going to try all of these things and see if you can get them to move with the straw. Okay, so for this next experiment, it is so important that you listen and follow the instructions. Parents, you need to be helping with this, and I will show you as we go on. I'm not going to actually do the experiment, but I'm going to show you all the parts to it. So please listen carefully so that you do it correctly and we don't have any messes in the house. And also, you know, experiments are something that sometimes don't always work out exactly like you think they're going to. And so it's okay if things aren't perfect. But remember, especially with the blowing activities, you want to try things again and practice and work at it and see if you can get it to do what we want it to do. All right, hold on. First of all, remember when we had our sink or float lesson? It's been several months ago now, but I gave everyone a funnel. So you're going to need to get a funnel out to be able to do this experiment. So make sure you've got that out before you start, okay? The first thing you're going to do is take your balloon out of the packet. This is the packet that has the vinegar and baking soda in it, okay? So parents, you're probably going to need to help them do this. Oops. You're just going to put the balloon right onto the end of their funnel. Okay, parents, can you just kind of hold this at the bottom so it doesn't come off and let them use this. So they're going to take the baking soda, they're going to open it up and then just pour all of the baking soda into the balloon. It's going to fill up down here, and then you're going to take it off and just set it to the side for a minute. Make sure you keep the soda in there, okay? Don't take it out. Then you're going to put the funnel in this water container. Now, this is a really flimsy water container, so you're going to have to be somewhat careful when you do this, okay? So you're going to put the funnel in, then you're going to take the vinegar, take it out of the bag, unscrew the lid, and they're going to pour all of the vinegar into this container, the water container, okay? And I did make sure they don't take any sips out of this. It is vinegar. It's not toxic to the point of hurting them, but it doesn't taste good. And besides that, it could burn their throat if they took a big swig. So watch them with it, okay? Once they filled that up, take the funnel out. Then, parents, this is the part you need to do. So you're going to take this balloon. Remember, it's filled with baking soda down here. And you're going to place it over. And then parents, you need to hold this balloon on. Otherwise, it can come flying off when they do experiment, okay? Leave this hanging to the side, and then let the children take it, hold it up, and shake it into the vinegar, okay? All of it, okay? And then we'll see what happens. And you can tell me about it at our video chat. Okay, next we're going to move on to our letter. Today we're going to talk about the letter A. It is a vowel. Remember last week we talked about the vowel O that has two sounds, O and A. Well, this is the letter A. It's also a vowel, so it has two sounds. So A is going to say a, like in the word apple and ant. And it's also going to say its own name, which is A. So if it's at the beginning of the word, it could be apricot or angel. Okay, so it says A and it says a. Okay, so here's some pictures. You're going to pick which ones that start with the letter A, but don't color it if it's one that doesn't start with the letter A. And then down here, you're going to find both the uppercase and the lowercase a and color them in. Okay. Kites are things that fly in the air, but it has to be a windy day. The wind has to be blowing the air around for it to work. So we're going to make a 3D kite today, and I'm going to show you how to do that. You're going to need both some white glue today, so grab your white glue out. And I find it easier to use the glue stick for part of it too. You can use all white glue if you want to, but I think the glue stick is easier. You're going to start in this order. Make sure you follow and listen closely. They're already folded. You're going to start with yellow. The boys and girls can put yellow or glue on the back of this yellow one first, and it's going to go up here in this corner, okay? So you need to make sure that that point is facing towards the side, this side. It's going to go this way, okay? That's piece number one. Then we're just going to add them one at a time. So the next one you use is green. put some glue on top of this yellow one and lay the green one on top of it. Then put some glue on top. Now don't put it inside, just on top of the green one, and get the orange one out and lay it on top. Okay, then put some glue on top of the orange one and lay the green one next. And then you're going to end with yellow, so put some glue on top of this and lay the yellow one on top. Okay, when you get to this point, then you can put some glue on the very last yellow piece, and you're going to flip that over so just the yellow one sticks to the blue paper. Okay, so there you have your kite. You can just kind of unfold it. Okay, like that. Then take your white glue and you can make however you want your string to go, just kind of like that. And take the yarn out and you're going to lay the yarn. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm trying to hurry, but just lay your yarn out on that and let it dry. And then for the ties, you just take your crepe paper and all you have to do is twist it like this. Then you're going to put a dab of glue on there and stick it on. Okay, so there's your ties, and you've got 3 of those. Then you also have some cotton, so you're just going to stretch it out and glue it on there with the white glue again to make your clouds, and it should come out looking something like this one. Okay? So I hope you had fun experimenting with air today and learning a little bit more about it. And I hope you'll take the time to go outside and feel the air and watch the wind, watch it move the clouds around up in the sky. Oh, I love to watch clouds moving. So that's a fun thing to do with watching the air currents. So parents, the handout for today is called Keep It Up. Blowing and making connections. So read up on this and read some more things you can do with air to experiment with your kids. And please note this little box in the blue corner talks about wind, and so I would like you to read over that so you can kind of go over that with your child. And then we have this wonderful book, The Wind Blew by Pat Hutchins. You're going to love this story, so I'm excited for you to read that. And then make sure you do your sticker pages. We've got some stickers in there that have to do with things that go up in the air. So you can watch for that and see what you have. Okay, and have a great week. Thanks.